It's June, which means Pride Month. Woo! One of my favorite months to put together. I think it is very important for the LGBTQ plus community to have representation in comics. We sell these books to kids and to teens, and like if they can find a little bit of themselves in these characters and set them on a good path, that's a book well spent, in my opinion. For Pride this month, my choice was very, very hard to narrow down. So I went with the ongoing run of Poison Ivy by G. Willow Wilson, who also had a hand in Miss Marvel. We're truly getting to see Poison Ivy in like her full villain era. It's Poison Ivy also being like, you know what, humans, they had their chance. I am unleashing like my full powers on the world. And the way that they go about it too, I'm surprised it's actually not a DC Black Label. I'm surprised it's not like one of those, because it does seem a bit more of a mature novel. Art is absolutely stunning in it. And it's Poison Ivy getting to be like the full villainess that she was meant to be, with little appearances from Harley, because obviously she's still her love, but love has to be put on the back burner for this one, guys.
Hey, my pick this month is Far Sector by N.K. Jemisin and Jamal Campbell. It is a really cool Green Lantern story. Don't worry if you haven't read Green Lantern. You don't need to know everything about lanterns to figure it out. It is starring a brand new lantern named Sojourner Mully, who we follow is now the brand new lantern of this gigantic spacefaring city. It's comprised of 4 races and charged with keeping the peace in this very, very specific city. It's a really cool story with a really vibrant backdrop. I think the art is great. The character is really fun. They do justice to the political mystery as well. If you're a big fan of any of that sort of stuff, along with some great colorful art, Far Sector, big ups, big way to go.
My pick this month is Hellblazer Original Sins. It's written by Jamie Delano and illustrated by John Ridgway. My opinion, as far as Hellblazer is concerned, Jamie Delano can do no wrong. It is the first solo story following the character's appearance in The Swamp Thing by Alan Moore. We already knew that John Constantine was not the nicest man on the block, but he's not entirely better than the villains he defeats.
My pick this month is Wonder Woman Historia. Excellent book written by Kelly Sue DeConnick with art by Phil Jimenez, who actually came out in 1992 and has been supporting comics that support positive looks on LGBTQ characters ever since. Really, really cool. So this book, Wonder Woman Historia, has probably some of the most incredible art I've ever seen in a comic book, and it is just a short 3-issue series, but it is coming out in a hardcover on June 6th, so you can actually look forward to that this month. And if you just look at these pages, it's worth buying for that alone. It's incredible. But it really does shed some light on the original Amazons, which really ties into the Wonder Woman story and really builds up to some of the original gods and what they were up to in the creation of the Amazons. So yeah, check that out. Will be out this month in a beautiful hardcover.
So for this month, we have, so many titles. The list was overflowing. We have Fence, we have Heavy Vinyl, we have Wind, we have Elves, Squad, Paper Girls. Definitely watch that on Amazon Prime if you have the chance. Lumberjanes, Willow, Snot Girl, Scott Pilgrim fans, that one's for you. Trees, Unnatural, Exo Sisters, Crowded, Poison Ivy and Harley, Motor Crush, Jughead, The Legend of Korra. Avatar fans?
Yeah.
Avatar fans. Woo. And many, many more.
Scott Pilgrim is a good choice too, actually.
Oh, yeah, Scott Pilgrim as just, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the roommate's name?
Wallace.
Amazon.ca, what's the website for that?
Amazon.ca.
Gay Wallace.
What about Kieran Culkin?
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's all I'm seeing in my head is Kieran Culkin, and then I'm like, oh man, I have to watch Succession.
I didn't know if you wanted one more.
If it was perfect, why would I want one more?
It's really good.
It's so good.
And that's what everyone keeps telling me too, and I'm just like, I'm so excited that they're all coming back for this like new animated series. Yeah, like it's such like a cult classic movie, but also just like a sick comic series. So I'm like excited to see this in like
Perfect adaptation.
That's what we were saying. Every time we watch it, we're just like, how did they take a year's worth of like a comic life and fit it into 1 week, but it still all works so seamlessly together?
Yeah, they really cram it in there, but it's pretty fluid. It doesn't feel like the pacing's messed up in any way. It's really good. Okay,